welcome everyone to match number 113 of the ongoing I-League. Today is a blockbuster Monday, and to shrug off the Monday blues, we've got an exciting game between Sreenidi Deccan and Real Kashmir FC. Two teams presently in the top portion of the points table, and two teams having a similar goals. This is a vibrant and a beautiful city of Hyderabad, as you can see. I mean, this is one of my favorite cities to visit as well. It's got a vibrant culture of sports, and sports runs in the veins of the people of the Deccan Warriors, of course. And this is your commentator Shayan Tushingupta, and welcoming in the com box is my co-commentator Vashar.
Well, thank you and good afternoon to all the viewers. This is the home side, Sreenidi Deccan, who are still hoping that they have a chance on top to dethrone the ones at number one right now, Mohammedan Sporting. But for that, they need a win here. And we'll hear out from Carlos Pinto.
Yes, when we don't win, we are disappointed, and we concede the goal in the last minute, so was not the result that we want, and also was not the result, I guess, that we deserve in that match. But this is past. Now we have to look to the front.
You're facing one of the strongest defensive side in the league. Are you expecting a game of tight margins?
It's always difficult to play against one team like Kashmir. They are doing well, they're defending well. They are one of the most competitive teams of this league. They have a good coach, very good organization, also good players. So I expect a tough match, but also I guess for Kashmir.
Any changes in the squad for this one?
Yes, some chances are there. David is injury. Was in the game against Mohammedan that get injury, and we change one or two players. Is normal in this moment of the league. Also Maya get the fourth yellow. Some chances are there.
Thank you guys and all the best for the match.
Thank you.
And of course, that was the head coach of Sreenidi Deccan, Mr. Carlos Pinto. Of course, he was frustrated because of that goal which they had conceded, last minute goal, of course, against Mohammedan. But Real Kashmir, like he mentioned, one of the best defensive departments, of course. Real Kashmir have just conceded 8 goals in the tournament so far, and they have 10 clean sheets in the entire tournament. So the men in blue...
How crucial was the win again as well on a difficult away ground?
Well, we all know playing against Aizwal is always very difficult. The journey and everything, it makes it very difficult. I am pleased the way boys fought there, and very glad that we got a crucial 3 points at this stage.
Do you feel that your team is still very much in the title race?
Well, I definitely think so. It's if you get a good result from here on, and I think you are still there. Anything can happen. Still 8 more matches to go. Game is still open, but away matches playing against Sreenidi, these are like difficult matches. And if you want to become a champion or do well in this league, these are the matches you have to do well.
What kind of game are you expecting to get today against Sreenidi?
It's going to be a physical game for sure. I think that's how they play also, and we are up for that.
Thank you so much, coach, and all the very best for the match.
Thank you very much.
Well, Ishfaq believes that Real Kashmir too have a chance at the moment. The way things have panned out, a win here will get them just close to Mohammedan Sporting. A 5-point difference will be there, and that's a wonderful scenario to watch before kickoff. It is the two head coaches just having a friendly chat. It'll not be friendly anymore once we get on with proceedings.
Absolutely, like you just mentioned, there's a 5-point difference between the two sides now, Mohammedan and Sreenidi. But a win today, and it'll just be 2 points. But there you can see the 11 of Sreenidi, of course, in the starting line. Of course, Gabriel, William and Hassan, 3 players who will be looking to actually play a good brand of football, of course. But the defensive line, I tell you, Washar, it's a clash of 2 teams with good defensive departments. We just saw the lineup of Sreenidi Deccan, of course. They're playing with 4 defenders, and this is going to be a clash of the defensive troops. This is going to be a clash of the defensive forces between Sreenidi and Real Kashmir.
Well, of course, and another thing is that Sreenidi have a lethal attacker. They are the second best attacker in the league, scoring 36 goals, just behind Gokulam. But Real Kashmir have all those abilities and qualities in this squad. And here's their lineup with Muhish Shabir on goal, Haider Yusuf, Muhammad Hamad, Shahid Shaheen and Wayne Vas in the back line. Adnan makes his way back into the 11 with Inam and Kamalesa. Jeremy, Krizo and Henry Kiseka make that front three look even more brutal. And there's the match officials for today's game. Rahul Kumar Gupta with assistant referees Christopher Peter, Murali Tharan and fourth official Tanmay Thar.
And of course, a look at the much-awaited points table. A win for Sreenidi Deccan in the first game of this blockbuster Monday would take them marginally close to Mohammedan, would take them 2 points clear. But Real Kashmir do not count them out as well. A win over here and they would leapfrog Gokulam Kerala, go to the third position, and of course would be on similar points with Sreenidi. So two teams have their task cut out. Two teams know exactly what they want over here. 3 points and nothing short of that. We are at the Deccan Arena. We're going to play at a synthetic turf. And none of the teams are immune to playing at an AstroTurf. Both the teams have played at an AstroTurf before, of course. Now the FIFA Fair Play flag as well, just upholding the spirit of the game, and the two teams making their way to the ground as well. It's the home of the Nizams. The Nizams here in Hyderabad today, one of the most beautiful cities of India, and we can expect a beautiful game to be played here. The men in blue, of course, locking horns with the men in orange and green, and the customary handshakes before we kickstart proceedings at the Deccan Arena. Determined faces, oozing with confidence, and now we'll have the two captains, of course. Real Kashmir's captain for today, their defender, the man who stands tall, who's an intimidating figure in the defensive department, Muhammad Hamad, and of course Faisal from all the way from Afghanistan for Sreenidi Deccan, the captain. We're going to have the toss right now, and the referees, the ultimate law and jury, and of course judge of this game.
Some experience in that panel. Rahul Kumar Gupta with the whistle, and of course Tanmay Thar, the fourth official. He has been one of the most prominent names across with of course many other on and off the game. And here's the two captains you mentioned. Very different roles to their game. One very much the pillar at the back, Muhammad Hamad, such a defensive warrior there, and Faisal Shaiste, the silk and the touch and the quality to create something from the center of the park makes him such a special weapon for Sreenidi Deccan.
Absolutely, he's very creative, and like you mentioned, a special touch, and that would help Sreenidi Deccan in guarding their fortress. They have to guard their fortress over here up against Real Kashmir, who have punched above their weight, if that is a good statement to use. And of course, do not count Sreenidi Deccan out as well, because after the break, after the Super Cup break which happened, they've been unbeaten for 5 games. Remember, before the Super Cup had unfolded, they had a 1-4 thumping at the hand of Gokulam Kerala, and since then they have exorcised all their ghosts, and they are not walking, they're not cruising, they are marching forward towards their top spot. And I tell you, Ashar, Mohammedan people will be watching this game with bated breath, will be watching this game with closed eyes. They suffered a close shave with that 1-1 draw against Sreenidi, but this one can well turn out to be an absolute humdinger of a game.
Well, they've helped themselves, Sreenidi Deccan, with that draw, even though a win would have just been a hell lot better for them, but a draw just gives them a chance to go at level, at par with Mohammedan in coming future. But right now they have to focus because Real Kashmir, they are aware that they too have a chance. This is leading to that final day finish, the photo finish as we say, and walking towards that are 4 teams, 2 of them right now, Real Kashmir against Sreenidi Deccan.
The men in blue versus the men in orange. The men in blue, of course, kicking from left to right of your screen. and the men in orange and of course their green shorts. It is the home side. The match is at the Deccan Arena. This is match number 113. A clash of two titans and a clash before we start proceedings for the next game of what is a blockbuster Monday.
Well, football makes Mondays special, don't they? Sometimes we hear how boring Mondays are. Today isn't surely the case because the first one, cracker of an encounter between Sreenidi, who are already in attack. Here's a chance straight away with Mohit Shabir, one of the safest hands in the entire country at the moment, with 10 clean sheets to his name.
Absolutely 10 clean sheets and 10 instances where he is shown everyone that okay, I am the guardian of the dreams, I am here to safeguard your fortress. But today he would be hoping that number jumps to 11 as Real Kashmir, not in familiar territory, far away from the northwestern part of the country, in the central part of the country, in Hyderabad, playing on a synthetic turf, playing on an AstroTurf today. Real Kashmir have to do something special if they are to believe. They're presently in the 4th position, but like we just discussed at the start of the game, a win for them and they would be on par with Sreenidi Deccan. They would of course jump past Gokulam Kerala and go to the 3rd position. Quick throw in, just takes a while to get the bearings right, and both teams would be hoping to boss the first quarter.
Well, a few major absentees for both the teams. One, of course, for Sreenidi Deccan. We heard from Carlos Pinto at the start of the game itself that David Castaneda is missing because of an injury which he picked up in the Mohammedan game, which is a big blow. He was just getting into shape, getting into goals, 8 goals and 2 assists. He was not getting regular at the start of the season, but then in the last 5 matches, in 4 of those games, he has scored. And that is really one factor, the David factor. And along with that, he has been present with this team since long on a head-to-head. Real Kashmir and Sreenidi have played 4 times, and David Castaneda has been there always. Apart from this one, here's a chance. Meanwhile, for Real Kashmir, well, could have been an early blow.
Absolutely, there was an inch perfect cross inside the box that looked deadly. They had a couple of chances there, Real Kashmir, but both the chances gone begging. Hamad it was, if I'm not wrong, with that perfect cross. The captain leading from the front. Like you were just mentioning about Castaneda, scored 8 goals in the tournament so far, along with 2 assists. Had scored in the game against Mohammedan as well, and a big and a towering figure missing in the team of Sreenidi Deccan, but they cannot be pondering too much about it. They need to be focusing on the things which are in their control. Now Haider gives it to Hamad from the back line, trying to do something special. Isa, all the way from Ghana. Quite a few African players playing in the I-League. Speaks volumes about the fact that the I-League is one of the most prestigious leagues, not just in India, but in the entire world. But a lot of foreigners ply their trades for various teams, try to make a mark to come in the radar of their national team selectors. And of course, one of the biggest names playing in Real Kashmir this time is Henry Kiseka. He's been in India since 2017. He's been an absolute force to reckon with. He's previously played for Aizawl FC, where he scored 6 goals in the previous season. He's played for Mohammedan, he's played for Mohun Bagan, now playing for Real Kashmir. What a beautiful day to kickstart proceedings. Not a very sultry weather, not a very hot weather. Pleasant day to play football, Vasha.
I would have loved to be out there at the Deccan Arena. A very good pitch, a turf of course, but then so smooth and so good looking on the eye at least to play. I personally would love to be there the next time I go, of course, but right now it's really in possession. But as you mentioned, it is such a big platform, the I-League, not just for the Indian youngsters, every year coming in, performing, getting some big contracts up there. It has been a home two producing talents. And of course for the foreigners, even today on the pitch, there's one from Brazil, there's one from Afghanistan, there's players from Nigeria, from Syria, from Ivory Coast, and Ghana as well. Everywhere really, Nigeria and Uganda, and all of them mixed together makes the I-League so beautiful.
And it's a big opportunity for the Indians as well, rubbing shoulders with the foreigners, getting to know about their gameplay the next time India play. But right now, from the left, good interception, gentle push, but just loses out on possession. Needed a better pass from Rilwan over there, but out of the blue against the run of play, that was a good passage from Sreenidi Deccan.
But in the way was that man, Shaheen. Him and Muhammad Hamad, they are so difficult to go past. Every time there's a cross, rarely do they concede apart from a mistake, but they have physical presence at test today. Rilwan Hassan and William Oliveira, even though David Castaneda is missing, but these two, look at that physicality of theirs, very, very strong men up front. But right now, a chance for Real Kashmir from the set piece.
The first set piece, and now it's the captain Hamad, fantastic with those crosses always, but this time I think the commentator's curse couldn't really deliver that with perfection. Now building it up from the defensive department, the men in orange. Now cross flank pass from the left. They try to create that little layoff and eventually loses out possession. Lewis it was, couldn't really keep the ball to himself. Dean Lewis.
Getting back-to-back starts here. Keane Lewis has got the experience to play wherever his coach wants him to. Generally he was a winger to start with, but today on the wings it's Rilwan Hassan and Rosenberg Gabriel, who is another of those prolific young Indians. He's got 3 goals and 2 assists this season, but last season he had got almost double the numbers. And Keane Lewis is playing in the midfield, at least as on pen and paper, but almost drops down as the 5th defender in that back line. There's where he is at the moment. And Jagdeep is further up front. Rosenberg gets the better of Wayne Vaz, but Kamalisa is there. And to mention one more thing is that Carlos Lomba is absent today for Real Kashmir. He had been bossing that defensive midfield zone. So that'll be another headache for Ishfaq Ahmed. But the good part is Ishfaq has already tested Kamalisa and he knows how to rotate and use his squad.
Now trying to build it up from the defensive department. Sreenidi Deccan, just a couple of passes. Now, plenty of chatter going on at the Deccan Arena. Trying to use the right flank with those slick passes.
And look at that covering from Jeremy. He was at the wings, he saw Wayne Vaz going up, and he quickly read that pass. He went down before anyone else could. That is wonderful work from Jeremy. And Ishfaq is so different with his strategical approach to this game. You never know which player is playing at which position. We have seen Jeremy down the wings sometimes. We have seen Inam down the wings, but they are more central today and then drifting wide when needed. Adnan Ayub is down the flank. Henry Kiseka and Krizo, they are both proper strikers, but they will mix it up at times. Right now Krizo has dropped deep and he'll go up again. So there's one common point, which is Inam and Jeremy constantly switching, once to the midfield, once to the flanks. Henry Kiseka plays it back to Muhammad Hamad, who will look to go long. And there's no target man up front this time.
Ten minutes up on the clock. It's been a tale of 2 teams trying to get that first goal. It's been a tale of equal fortune so far for the two sides at the Deccan Arena. Now, using the left flank, but just a bit too much force on that one. Not enough legs for Keen Lewis to get that one. Needed to be a bit on the move. And of course, Real Kashmir's coach, Ishfaq Ahmed, will be hoping that his side gets 3 full points from this game. The team all the way from Srinagar. Last time these two teams had played against each other was a 0-0 draw. Both the teams will be hoping that the result is better in terms of goals than what we had seen the last time these two teams had locked on with each other.
It's generally been tight when these two teams have locked horns. In 4 meetings, there has been 3 draws and only 1 result which went in favor of Real Kashmir. So overall, Sreenidi have never beaten Real Kashmir so far. That's one side of it. Another side of it, they generally do not like to open up the game. They keep it tight, a 1-1, a 2-2 and a 0-0 draw respectively.
And up against the team, Real Kashmir maintained 10 clean sheet and now tried to intercept the ball using the right flank now, creating that little layoff. That's a tough angle, but grounded pass. Couldn't execute that cross properly. Adnan Ayub on that occasion.
Albino Combs does the collection work and distribution from the back. But at the same time, one thing to mention is the experience that Albino Combs has got. If he can maintain his composure throughout the 90, we do have a test once again. And here's Inam. That is one of the best passes you will see. Jeremy is through, but top defending from Sajid.
Fantastic defending once again if we see the replay. That was a great pass like you mentioned, but look at that sliding tackle. Right in position, giving his entire body on the line for the team. Sajid has done a fantastic job, but a set piece, they would believe. They would believe that they can score a goal once again. The set piece maestro, Hamad, is going to try to convert that into a corner, of course. It's going to take a long throw in, turn that into a potential corner. There you can see a spate of orange defenders surrounding Isa. Now Adnan, Isa.
When Vast just keeps it in. That scored from a long throw against Aizawl FC. And there's a chance meanwhile. That will go out for a goal kick. But in the very previous match against Aizawl, it was a 1-0 win with Henry Kiseka's goal. And that goal came from Muhammad Hamad's long throw from just a similar position on the opposite side of the pitch.
There's a reason why Hamad has been given that captaincy band. He's someone who can send shivers down the spines in the defensive department with those set pieces. He's a player to watch out for.
First quarter of an hour gone by. No such goal scoring moments yet. But Sreenidi will be looking to create 1 or 2 opportunities in the next few minutes. They like to score first at this venue. They are unbeaten in the last 5 matches with 4 wins and a draw. The draw coming against the table toppers Mohammedan Sporting. And now from the right, cross comes in. And not enough from Rilwan. And possession shows the scenario at the moment. Sreenidi with 58% ball possession. and 42 for Real Kashmir sometimes means nothing when you cannot change the scoreline. But at the moment, it's all in balance, and well, it matters very much about deciding the outcome.
Yeah, I've always loved watching Real Kashmir and Sreenidi Deccan lock horns with each other. Like you mentioned, 4 games between each other and 3 draws. That is quite a fact. 3 draws, that means 3 times none of the teams could have been separated. And I so don't want to draw today. I want to win. I want the table to open up. One-sided traffic in I-League is never something which commentators love, of course. We all want that little action, little drama, little entertainment in our lives.
Oh, well, that has been the story year in, year out, and these two teams will make sure that trend continues. Faisal Shaste has a free kick. His left foot is so much of a threat for opponent teams. Instructions, and the delivery comes in. Not enough on it to Kamalesa. Look at that control. How many players would you see try to control a ball from that situation? That's the quality Kamalesa has.
Back with the captain, Hamad. Gives it to the goalkeeper. Now Lewis.
Inam on the ball. Kashmir not finding ways yet, but they would want to find a way. They need to score goals. Defense hasn't been a big issue, but they have to score if they want to win. That is the only way they win matches. Of course, no rocket science in understanding that, but once you keep it tight at the back, you just need to go up front and find those goals.
Absolutely. And I tell you, the first quarter, it's been a couple of chances from Real Kashmir, but not been proper execution of their plans from the men in orange so far. You have to do a tad better in what they have been doing.
Mohamed Ahmad plays it long one for clearance that but Krizo and Henry Kiseka haven't combined too much yet. Would love to hear from Ishfaq sometime about what his plan exactly is. Very unique in that approach. Very rarely have I seen a team play in such a manner where it's very unpredictable which player is going on to which position, as I was saying a while ago as well. Good exchange between Keen Lewis and Hassan, but the captain, he is always on top of his game.
Fantastic. That looked like a promising header. It had the firepower, but an equally good header clearance on that occasion. Once again, there you can see Keen Lewis had a pocket of space, but exactly in the direction of Hamad. And now the first corner of the day, that's going to be Keen Lewis. Delivers the ball, but not a good delivery. Cleared away by the men in blue. Luanga, it was. And look at that man marking. There's a reason why the men in blue are considered as one of the best defensive sides. The man marking has been on point.
Here's Adnan. And now Kamalesa pretty much in the balance this game. Haider Yusuf back to Kamalesa. Good passing from Real Kashmir at the moment down the flanks. A one-on-one against Jagdeep. He's fancied himself at that position. Wayne Buds rising up in the overlap. Very much bringing out those tricks as well lately. And here's Henry Kiseka dispossessed. Back with William. Quick release, but Jeremy was there to cover up again for the defenders who went up. And Wayne Vaza committed foul, and hence Sreenidi will have possession back.
Constant switching that we can see from Henry and Jeremy. You mentioned coming up for the defenders who've been up on top, and there you can see man marking once again. Man on, in fact. Now, good work from Lewis. He's looking for a few options in the midfield. See what the man in orange can do here. Fantastic work. Not letting the midfielders breathe on the ball here, Real Kashmir. But Keen Lewis has a pocket of space. Delivers on that ball, but there's no one to receive it. And simple work, that's routine work from the goalkeeper of Real Kashmir, of course. Shabir.
Shabir. Well, he's a man confident at the moment. Finds Henry Kiseka. Kamalesa. Today's controller in the midfield for Real Kashmir. Here's Henry Kiseka again dropping down, getting those one-touch passes back, creating some space for his teammates. Rilwan Hassan on the chase, and no shortage of confidence in that goal line.
No shortage of confidence and no shortage of the narrative of backing down as well from Rilwan Hassan. He's got a lot of energy early on in the match, but you would hope that he can conserve that energy right throughout the game. Now, Real Kashmir trying to make an opening, trying to create that little through ball, but brilliant defending from Keen Lewis. Now, Hassan gives it to Hussein. A couple of touches. Hassan. Shoot is the call from the midfield. A little bit of an open space he got. Tulunga couldn't really keep it inside the course.
Well, Tulunga just saw half an inch of space open up and tried to test Mohit Shabir. Wasn't a bad attempt, I would say. Not a million miles away. But just a reminder to everyone that this very man on your screen a moment ago took the shot, Tulunga. He's been with Real Kashmir the previous season, very instrumental, and has played both those fixtures against Sreenidi. Today wants to make an impact and prove a point, prove his worth, and find the back of the net.
Now Hassan with that back pass. Just injured himself in that occasion a tad bit. Inam seems to be in a little bit of a pain. Back portion of his left thigh.
That doesn't look good. He's clutching the hamstring, and we'll have a look at that again. It's off the ball, and that is more concerning, not an impact injury. And Ishfaq, he'll look at his bench. He'll sure get some options on, and there is one of them, Asrar Rahbar, just getting ready. Most of them are options down the flanks. There's Atib as well. We'll wait to find out, but hoping that Inam can continue. Very, very talented youngster. Has provided that flair to this Real Kashmir side, has got the tricks in his bag, and much more to his gameplay, the way he controls the ball, and it is more prominent with his left. But well, let's wait and find out if he can continue.
It's being stretched out. Not good, like you mentioned. Just that little hamstring. Hamstring injuries are never good in football. No footballer wants to be a part of this. He's just going to be stretched off, receive a little bit of treatment, but we'll shortly get to know what is the change which Ishfaq Ahmed does, the head coach. The stretch is not required. Good work. The team physio jumping into the action on that occasion. Amir Shafi Sheikh is the physio for Real Kashmir. Shaheen from Syria.
Rizzo has a heavy strapping as well on his right knee. Concerns, of course, it is a marathon league, a long one, especially over the years has grown in stature. It has always been such a talent-producing hub for the I-League. And here's Tulunga, comfortable on the ball, just slows us down. Elisabia, another man with big experience. He's played in the Indian Super League too. He's been allowed to run through. Well, that pass was very, very awkward.
Awkward pass. Keen Lewis didn't quite execute that pass in perfection. I think the referee is just going to have a quick chat with Mohit Shabir. I'm sure the Indian team selectors are watching. They are watching. Mohit Shabir, the man on a mission. 10 clean sheets already in the I-League. 10 times he made sure he hasn't conceded a single goal. Pawan Kumar.
Look at that challenge again, more 50-50 clash. Oh, it's two players of the same team, just the landing a bit painful on that occasion. But he mentioned about those 10 clean sheets. Credits to the defense as well. Muhammad Hamad, Haider Yusuf, of course Shahir Shaheen and Wayne Vaz. And at times we have seen some changes when required. Dion Menendez has come in. Shahid Nazir at times. They've all played their part in those 10 clean sheets. But what's bigger is that they've conceded 8 goals, and that in 16 matches, half the number. And here's a long throw meanwhile. We'll get back to that after this attack. Momentary loss of memory when he was in a football match. More for wrestling match.
There you can see the little kid enjoying this game of football, hoping one day that he can come out and play in the prestigious I-League. And that's the beauty about this league. Provides wings to the players, like you mentioned, provides platforms and wings to the players to showcase their mettle, to prove their ability. Pawan.
Well, no sort of urgency from both the teams at the moment. But here comes Real Kashmir. The substitution has come in as well. Well, that's a good flick towards Krizo. Krizo takes one attempt. That could have been the difference, but just wide.
Just wide of the far post. Krizo just proving what shot wrong over here. Like you just mentioned, no sense of urgency, but a clever little back pass as well from Henry Kiseka. He's known for those fantastic assists. Henry Kiseka would have been a great goal, Krizo. But Henry Kiseka, like we've been mentioning, previous season he was with Aizawl. Scored 6 goals all the way from Uganda. He has been in India since 2017. The first season he played for Gokulam, then has played for Mohun Bagan, Bhawanipur, Mohammedan, you name a club and he's played for it. Henry Kiseka, he's synonymous with Indian football.
Well, could have been 1-0 before the cooling break. The Deccan Arena is enjoying their football and some smiles around as well. But they want a goal. They want to see the scoreline change. Albino Combs so far has kept it intact. Can he hold on for a while more?
We've reached the half-hour mark, and we're just off the cooling break, and there you can see the people from Hyderabad are here to enjoy this game. And the men in orange, I'm sure, would be hoping to keep that little smile on the face of all the supporters. Now from the left, but of course that went outside the sideline. Rosenberg Gabriel on that occasion. The on-field referee, Rahul Kumar Gupta, not making any mistake on that occasion. Now, either Yusuf, an integral part of the defensive department, either Yusuf, Muhammad Hamad, Shahir Shaheen, all of them integral parts. And how can we, of course, forget Wayne Awaz as well. 4 people on a mission, 4 people wanting that 11th clean sheet. Look at the power from that throw. But now from the right, it's a tough angle, but he has to take that shot now. But fantastic goalkeeping from Albino Gomes. Just a bit too late since he injected that cross.
That's on a reason to why he has been able to bench Umaid CK, who is such a promising goalkeeper. And Albino just shows that he as well is very much capable of that spot, and that is why he's been trusted with the responsibility. But Real Kashmir just bringing on the heat here at the Deccan Arena. And Rilwan wanted it through, delayed, but now Tulunga has so much space. Faisal Shasta's touch will not take him anywhere this time. That's not a good one. But the whistle had gone before that clash. Not sure for what exactly.
Foreshadowing. I think he just saw something coming up. Pawan Kumar, I beg your pardon, Rahul Kumar Gupta in fact. Oh boy, that must hurt. That will hurt. Tulunga.
He's surprised, so am I. The yellow card is out. And there's something else which Krizo is complaining about. And Henry Kiseka has got the yellow card. 4 fouls apiece. Well, we'll wait to find out what exactly is the reason. Maybe another replay will make it clear. Adnan Ayub is struggling a bit. Well, just to confirm the substitution, Asrar Rabar has come on in place of Mohammad Inam, and that was the change when he was injured. Probably there was an elbow elsewhere. Would love to see the replay again if possible of that challenge. That will make it more clear. And well, this one was the clash involving Henry Kiseka, going with the foot late in, and that's why he's got the yellow card. The Adnan Ayub, that is a different issue he's facing. He was nowhere near.
Physio has had a busy day today. Amir Shafi Sheikh swinging into action, just making sure that Adnan becomes all right. And now Mohit, as you can see.
Well, Faisal Shaeste is gearing up for that free kick, and of course Adnan cannot continue unless the bleeding is stopped, but he's getting treatment at the spot, and that is why a few complaints. You generally, unless it is a goalkeeper, they generally take the player off the pitch. Not sure, it may be based on the situation. Maybe the situation was more urgent than we think from the screens, but well, Faisal is ready. The 2 number 10s, very different role again on the pitch. Well, it can be a blow if he cannot continue, but it looks like he will.
This is not good. This is really not good. I think an operation is happening here.
Well, Ishfaq has concerns. Well, Inam is already off injured. Adnan, it looks like he'll continue. And well, we are still waiting, so a good chunk of added time will be seen at the end of 45, I'm sure. The referee is having a look at his watch too, but the Sreenidi fans or the bench, they're not liking it at all. And here's the chance again from Asra Rabat and Albino Combs just diving in the way. And a friendly hand from Jagdeep. Adnan is all good to go, but a concussion check. He has to walk out for the time being.
He should have just walked out a bit earlier. Would have saved a lot of time here. If he had to go outside for that concussion check, he really should have been gone outside a while back. Would have saved a short couple of minutes. But looked like the doctor was performing an operation right there in the football field. And now a set piece. Now a chance for Sreenidi Deccan to break the deadlock. Here we go. It's the captain Faisal with the delivery. An inch perfect delivery. Chance for that header. Look at the commotion. But Hamad once again rising up. Just like a phoenix rises from the ashes. It is against the run of play. Real Kashmir now on the counter attack.
And the whistle for another infringement. But you were talking about how he could have gone earlier, but at the same time, all those seconds will be added on by the officials. So it doesn't matter really eventually, unless you see 1 or 2 minutes of additional time, which is very unlikely a possibility. Pavan Kumar on that occasion got a blow.
Things heating up. Things heating up over here, I must say. And there's constant chatter. Constant chatter.
Well, you do not want to talk yourselves to the books. That's the last thing you want. It is still on the balance. Still a 0-0 score line. Pavan Kumar having a word. Henry Kiseka is already on a yellow. Faisal Sheste is not liking these challenges going ignored somewhat, if that can be said. A quick restart all the way back to Mohit Shabir. Both these teams have got plenty of goal scorers in their squad. 13 different goal scorers for Sreenidi Deccan, 12 different goal scorers for Real Kashmir. Hence, there is no shortage of openings from which they can get the lead.
And just like a phoenix rises from the ashes, we've got Real Kashmir trying to stage a comeback. Now, the gentle push. Gabriel up against a couple of players. Now gives it to Lewis. Lewis delivers the ball, but there you can see positioned himself really well inside the D. Just got into position to clear that away. Gabriel.
Well, that's a steal in the midfield. And now Krizo, sharp turn, but couldn't release Jeremy on that occasion. A few appeals for a yellow, but Tununga knew what he was doing. He is that destructive midfielder you want to have in your team. And giving Real Kashmir a taste of their own medicine. He was doing that a year ago for this very side, and now against them.
The push from Tulunga seemed like there could have been something that conspires against Sreenidi Deccan. And now Krizo with that header setup, but of course that goes way beyond the crossbar.
I tell you what, Albino Combs was lucky on that occasion. If you see that again, you'll just see how out of his line he was. Thankful that the header from Krizo didn't just loop in bottom, or at the top corner rather, of the net. And here's Tulunga in possession, gives it away. Kamalesa has seen a blue shirt forward. It's Krizo and now Henry Kiseka. They are pushing numbers forward. They want the lead before the break, but not with those sort of passes in the box. They need better.
Once again, the men in orange trying to build it up. And do something before we wind down on the first quarter. First half, in fact. There you can see. Elisabia is asking his players to fall back. Hassan to Lewis, fantastic running from Lewis, gives that gentle push now from the left. Hamad once again in the right place, in the right time. And now on the counter attack, the men in blue, they're marching forward. Krizo, quick turn, 1 versus 3. Now setting it up. It's with Isa now from the left. The men in blue once again takes that shot from a distance.
More of a forced attempt there from Adnan Ayub. No space at all to shoot, but still tries to grind one in. The frustration creeping in a bit, but Sreenidi doing well to maintain their shape. That 5 in the back has worked so well. The transition is so important. They're going in attack with almost a 3-4-3 up front, and when coming back, they move to 5 in the back, 4 in the mid, and William Oliveira up front. So 3-4-3 transitioning to a 5-4-1 while defending, just making life difficult for Real Kashmir. It is a tactical battle between Carlos Pinto and Ishfaq Ahmed. And at the moment, no one has got the edge.
I tell you, a win over here for Sreenidi Deccan, Mohammedan will not be happy. So a lot of eyeballs on this match. This might be a Monday, but a Monday which is very, very far from mundane.
Well, that's an interesting way to put that. That Sreenidi will want that they have the lead. It is their home match. It is their home ground. And that only win for Kashmir against Sreenidi, even though they have not been beaten by Sreenidi, but that win came in Kashmir and not at the Deccan Arena. So that is another task in hand. Here's Asrar Wehbar. Faisal in the way. That's an unfortunate slip. Asrar Wehbar moving forward down the right flank. And look at the covering and the shield as well from Rosenberg Gabriel. And not just a single player up front. There is more than one covering up.
There's less than a minute left of regulation time in this half. Adnan with the duel loses our possession. Now a set piece for the men in orange. A grounded push and building up the attack. Here we go from the left. Lewis, look at the amount of space he has. Creates that little layoff, but I think it's just going to be a bit too much to ask from Gabriel. Oh boy, Hamad. He's just touched the branding on that occasion and he's injured himself. Oh, what a freak injury this will be if it is. 5 minutes of added time, and like you were mentioning,
Well expected. well expected to try to cut you off, but that doesn't look good at all for Muhammad Hamad. Gone straight crashing into the board. It was a heavy pass from Keen Lewis. Should have checked that in time, and Rosenberg could have had a better opportunity. Just couldn't catch that in the frame, but well, he's all right, a strong man, but has hurt his knees very much. And what Carlos Pinto was saying is that about the additional time, 5 minutes have been added on, but 40 seconds already gone by. Tanmay Dhar just pointing out that it will be allowed after the end of 5 additional minutes. A minimum of 5 is what's signaled on the board. Kind of difficult call for the official. Let's go in favor of Sreenidi. Tell you what, I feel otherwise.
And Saka seconds you. Now here we go. Keen Lewis once again would be hoping to push the ball away from their defensive third. Pushes the ball away, but intercepted. Not quite sure how things panned out over there on that occasion.
Was that a foul throw? Well,
Seems like it was, and it's going to be Hamad, the person who's been absolutely fantastic in the defensive line for Real Kashmir, and of course with the set pieces, the captain marshalling his troops with perfection. Hamad.
well, Muhammad Hamad goes long, as he always does, a pull on Krizo, but nothing given. And the counter opportunity is now gone because they have slowed down. But they'll still look to attack. Well, that's a half-hearted pass. Just confused between William Olivier and Keen Lewis, whom to find. But eventually, Wilvan Hassan will get the ball back. He can measure a timely pass. Wrong time for the wrong words.
Absolutely. The second incident of commentators cursed today by my co-commentator, but once again, Dilwar Hassan, I mean, should have just waited. He had a few options and more than a few seconds on his hand to decide as to how he wants to pan that attack. But now Mohit with that goal kick. Seems like the first half might just be 0-0 unless one of the teams decides to throw a spanner in the fireworks of the opposition.
Well, Real Kashmir will feel more confident in that case because they are the away side, and at the same time, they've only conceded 4 goals away from home. So it is very tough to breach this Real Kashmir defense. A lead will just help them. Not enough for that, says the official. An advantage allowed. And finally, it will be called back for the free kick. Carlos Pinto is very close to that very spot, lodging his complaints. Not the first time is what he's pointing out too. And here's Elisa Bia, or rather Faisal Cheste, moving forward. All attacks being stopped at the moment by that Real defense. And that will fall kindly for Henry Kiseka. Can Krizo turn? He will look to, and the defense is solid. Krizo! He shoots and he finds the back of the net, and the Snow Leopards. Oh well. Does the goal stand? Yes, it does. And they have a lead just before the break.
From close range, it is none other than Krizo who finds the name on the goal scoring sheet right at the stroke of half time. It's the away side. Once again, if you see the replay, a turn, number of opportunities he got was plenty. Tried to defend his heart out, Sajid, but just not able to stop that left foot. He's got peach of a left foot. Krizo finds the back of the net for Real Kashmir. Krizo deserves a lot of credit for that goal from close range. And it is Real Kashmir who find their names on the goal scoring sheet right before we wrap up proceedings of the first half.
Well, and they'll have one more good news with that. Among the last 4 wins, 3 of them came when Krizo has scored. So when he scores, they have a chance of grinding out a win. And especially in away matches. And here's a cross meanwhile and collected. Just adding on one more thing before half-time to that goal. Real Kashmir have lost 3 away matches, and all those 3 have been when they haven't scored away from home. And they now have, so they have that risk a little pushed away from them.
It's always tough when you are playing on the road, but if you score first, you would believe, and suddenly the entire pep talk in the halftime changes. Sreenidi Deccan have to go back to the drawing board, and they have to pull things back. It's been 6.5 minutes already of added time, as opposed to the 5 that had to be. And of course, the final whistle blows. 1-0 in favor of Real Kashmir because of that goal that came during injury time from Krizo. And once again, Sreenidi Deccan, who've had this knack of conceding goals in the last, have once again, we saw that in the previous game against Mohammedan as well, and now as well in the first half. And look at the possession being dominated by the home side. 6 shots from Real Kashmir, out of which 2 have been on target, and Sreenidi not being able to pierce through the defensive lineup of the Snow Leopards. And the Deccan Warriors have to do a tad better than what they did in the first half. Just a single corner in the match that came in favor of the home side.
And the reason might somewhat be David Castaneda's absence. One shot from Tulunga from distance, and William once with an attempt inside the box couldn't get it closer to Mohit Shabir. So the clean sheet is intact for 45 more minutes. But Krizo's 4 attempts, 1 from a fumble in the box converted. Adnan and Henry Kiseka with an attempt each. 2 is how things stand at halftime. 4 fouls from Sreenidi Deccan. Tulunga once, that was a very intentional one in the middle of the park. Keen Lewis, Wilman Hassan and Faisal Shieste with 1 each.
We'll shortly see the highlights of the first half, but of course we'll take a look at the fouls of Real Kashmir. Adnan with a couple of fouls, and Krizo, doesn't matter, he scored a goal now. And of course Avaz, Henry and Jeremy also find their names on the foul scoring sheet. The highlights of this game between Real Kashmir and Sreenidi Deccan. First half, of course, we'll shortly take a look at them, but what a game we witnessed. It started off with a few opportunities from Real Kashmir, and then Sreenidi Deccan slowly from the left, utilizing the left flank, but not being able to get those passes intact, not being able to get those shots intact. But the Deccan Warriors have the time and the opportunity to go back to the drawing board and get that deficit back on track. Remember, a win for Real Kashmir and they would be on par with Sreenidi Deccan when it comes to points. They would go to the 3rd position, leapfrogging Gokulam Kerala. And here was the first shot from, of course, Keen Lewis, but fantastic defending from Hamad.
Well, indeed, there were a few sparks, but this move, a little back flick from Henry Kiseka, and Krizo's attempt just wide. And that's when things just leveled up a bit. They tried to create more. Albino Combs in the way of that cross from Asrar Rabar, and then it was Krizo. A little fumble from Sajid and Albino with the confusion. And no one could stop the man himself who got his 9th goal of the season. It's Krizo giving Real Kashmir the lead before the break. And that was the last bit of action, really. And no such meaningful attacks. After that, a bit of confusion, but eventually the goal stands. And the scoreline stays that way. And at half time, it is 1-0 in favor of the away side. The Snow Leopards have the lead. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back as Sreenidi look to climb back to the winning position. And at halftime, it is 1-0. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Welcome back for second half action here at the Deccan Arena. As Sreenidi Deccan have a task in hand, an uphill task to turn around this fixture in their favor. Real Kashmir took the lead just before the break with Krizo's strike from a fumble and jumble in the box. And the away side will believe that they can hold on. A change has been made meanwhile, and it is Brandon Van Lalram-Dika who has come on. There is purpose, there is a reason for that change. Brandon, since coming in, has already got his name onto the score sheet a couple of times. 2 goals to his name, and there's more of changes as Arijit Bagui is on. So a different strategy maybe from Carlos Vaz Pinto in the second half. Well, we'll find out all those in the next few minutes of the game. In the next few minutes, the outcome can be written, and the substitutions will look to create an impact. Rahul Kumar Gupta is ready. So is Sreenidi and Real Kashmir. They both want the crucial 3 points at stake, and we are underway with final 45 minutes of action. With me in the comm box, Shant Sengupta. Welcome back.
Thank you, Ashur. There was a little bit of a razzmatazz right before we wind it down on that first quarter. First half, in fact. Fantastic goal from Krizo from close range. And because of that razzmatazz, the scales have shifted. The tides have turned. It is 1-0 in favor of the away side. And now Adnan with that pass couldn't really execute it properly. In the midfield, the men in orange, Deccan Warriors, they have to shrug off the cloak of mediocrity which they displayed in the second half of the first. And now they have to do a tad bit better now. With that back pass, takes shot from a distance. Could have been something risky on that deflection.
Well. They have a corner, but Brandon, what an introduction it could have been. That's the threat he brings on with him. And the layoff from William Oliveira. And a chance from the set piece now. Sparkling start to the second half, and here's Brandon again. At the end of things, Rosenberg couldn't get a touch, but Brandon, he has seen another opportunity, and this time couldn't keep it in play.
Exactly what the doctor ordered over here, Ashur. I think that's exactly what Carlos Pinto wanted from Brandon. And now Mohit Shabir has to be on the toes. He has to do something so that the clean sheet remains.
And well, Kashmir have the ball back. Their task is a bit more comfortable at the moment. They just need another goal to secure things. Jeremy showed to the right, went to the left. And that'll go out for a comfortable goal kick. Albino Gomes. Well, so Pavan Kumar has gone off. And Brandon has come in, and another substitution has also taken place. Another good flick. There's the confirmation. Brandon looking for space again. Earns a free kick this time. Well,
injured himself on that process as well over here. I think he's just gotten a free kick. And Hamad just taking Isa off. Doesn't want any sort of drama or a card. And the captain has done well to get the hot-headed Isa out of the way, but now it's going to be Brandon who takes that set piece near the near post. Of course, is Mohit Shabir, and the wall formation. How many people are in the wall? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people, if I'm not wrong. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Brandon? Is it going to be Faisal? Who's going to take that, or is it going to be a dummy free kick?
It might be Tulunga too, just waiting there. It looks like him, Tulunga. It looks to be clever, but eyes on the ball from Mohit Shabir. 2 shots from him. Brandon, he's proving to be a threat there. On the corner, earned a free kick. All in that final third. Things happening for Sreenidi. And the confirmation was up for the other substitution as well. Arjit Pakui has come on. And he has replaced Keen Lewis. So he'll slot in the defensive line, of course, Arjit Pakui. And Brandon, as we already saw, was in the midfield. This time no foul given. Sajid. Now to Lunga. Good spot to find Brandon. But when Vaz was there to intervene.
Jagdeep flashes the ball in. There was the player out there, but once again it's the men in blue with that quick turn. Henry Kiseka, Krizo. Jeremy. Flag goes up. There you can see Ali Sabia and Jeremy. Jagdeep Singh. So Delhi scored 3 goals in the tournament for Sreenidi. It's been a force to reckon with, but now it's Krizo with that quick turn. There was Kiseka towards his left. Could have given the through ball, but just falls while taking that turn.
How quick is he on those turns? Very sharp, precise. And now they have a free kick. Real Kashmir. They would love a second one here. Just a proper enough time to find the double. Kamalesa delivers a flick from Shaheen. Shaheen not enough, and now an attempt from distance outside of the boot, taking it away from goal. Look at Asrar Rabar. He was fancying his second goal of the tournament. Here's a flick forward, will be a throw in.
And a quick throw in. Well, time's not running out. They've got plenty of time within themselves, the men in orange. And all they have to do is they have to believe that they can get that goal back. They can pull that goal back. Now from the left, they are trying to do something here. The men in orange now gives their gentle pass to Tulunga. Let's see what Tulunga can do. His pile driver, a fantastic, creates that layoff. Brandon with that back pass. Going to execute that back pass with perfection. Faisal it was. Slaps in that ball. William going to get enough on it. Threat still not over. They've come back with rejuvenated energy here, the men in orange. Looking much better. Their attacks have looked promising. Now they're using both the flanks really well. In the previous half, they used only the left flank on majority of the occasions. Now they're being creative in the midfield, creating a few chances. Haven't seen a lot of long balls from them, but building it up from the midfield.
Well, and that energy is coming from this man on the screen, Brandon. Here he is again. And looking to use all the players around. Finds Rilwan Hassan. Almost combined with Tulunga, but now that's a breakthrough. And now they have pushed numbers forward, hence avoided the back. And here's Krizo. He's looking for that curler. Tried it a few matches ago, and he'll win a corner for that.
What a player Krizo is. Just completes the men in blue. I tell you, they'd be very, very disappointed if they do not finish in the top 4. Real Kashmir. You never know, eyes on the prize, and they can even vie for that top spot. But now, it's going to be, of course, Jeremy who's going to go for that set piece. And a perfect delivery, and against the run of play, the Real Kashmir players could score that second goal. And look at the crowd as well. They're enjoying this game. Now the delivery, not a good delivery, but creates it for Adnan. Isa it was, I think, now on the counter attack. Slaps the ball forward. A tussle. Cleared away. Rosenberg couldn't really get enough on this, and the chase has been won by Haider Yusuf.
Good defending by Haider Yusuf, but that was the 9th shot from Royal Kashmir on the other end. And what a fantastic block by Tulunga. Not on the goal line, but enough to save a goal. That was well worth of a defensive save, I would say. And here's Rilwan Hassan, expert of the game. Has been in the circuit since long, but Rilwan Hassan gets the better of him, and now from distance, Tulunga's attempt skied over. Positive signs. Tulunga and Brandon, they're running the show from the midfield. Well, just above the crossbar, and they're getting closer and closer to pulling one back.
Absolutely getting closer. They have to do something special in order to break through the back of a team which has 2 clean sheets already, 10 clean sheets in fact.
There's another chance. Rosenberg in the box. And the front was up for an offside, I believe. And it'll be a free kick, 1 offside each for both the sides. Have shown some eagerness to go forward.
Mohit. Has a touch from Krizo, of course. And I think the card will be flashed, and there you can see it's a yellow card that has been flashed to Sajid. He used to be a bit more careful. Gets that yellow for that violent push.
I tell you what, that isn't the best of contributions. He's fumbled up once. We'll have a look at that again. Unnecessary. The ball was well out of Krizo's reach. He's lost his mind there. Lost his composure. But now, it is time to find out if Royal Kashmir can increase their lead. Kamalisa is standing on that. Albino Gomes is arranging his wall. Will there be more surprise from the away side? We'll wait to find out. And Rahul Kumar Gupta is just making sure that everything is all set in that defensive line. Kamalisa is there. So is Haider Yusuf. It is most likely Kamalisa. Haider Yusuf with the dummy run. Kamalisa, it lobs it forward. Shaheen, a cut back off the line. Connected by Albino Gomes. Another golden opportunity for Royal Kashmir.
Fantastic passage of play, this one. But Albino Gomes take a bow. Saved that one. What really could have been the first of many goals, I'm predicting. And now a chance, an open goal. An open one for Sreenidi Deccan. A little bit of a lapse in concentration from Royal Kashmir's defenders. And there you can see, it's Rilwan Hassan who scores that goal against the run of play. Unbelievable scenes.
Well, where was Mohit Shabir? Well, all the praises, all those clean sheets. But look at that, no one closing down. Shaheen was tracking back. Muhammad Hamad off his line, and an easy finish. And some good work from Tulunga to spot Rilwan Hassan. And Rilwan Hassan, he has got Sreenidi back. A 4th goal for him. And what about that to boost the confidence? And the problem is Muhammad Hamad was not there in time, and Mohit Shabir did not come out of his lines. He needed to come out and claim that. And now a yellow card for Adnan Ayub. So, some determined defending and some entertaining attacking from Sreenidi has got them back.
Unbelievable against the run of play. Just a while back it was Real Kashmir looking for that second, but out of nowhere. Fantastic combination play from Sreenidi Deccan. It's Tulunga. And of course Rilwan found the back of the net.
Here's another
Once
chance.
again, but of course would have been offside. But it's 1-1. What a game we're witnessing. The last 4 times these two teams have met, in their entire history there have been 3 draws. And only one of them has been won by Real Kashmir. So Sreenidi Deccan marching towards their maiden victory against Real Kashmir if they get another goal.
And Tulunga was playing for Real Kashmir in that win, in that fixture. It was a 2-1. And Kashmir was also there playing at that time for Sreenidi along with Faisal Shaiste. All of them here with some added flair as Tulunga exchanged colours, and now they have a free kick. 59% possession for Sreenidi Deccan, 41 for Real Kashmir. Faisal delivers. Defended for the time being. And now Jeremy, another giveaway. They're feeling the pressure from the home side. A free header! And Sreenidi have taken the lead. And that is a welcome greeting to the Snow Leopards. Welcome to Sreenidi's den. It is Eddie Sabia.
It's perfect cross, and that's a consummate finish. What a clinical display. A clinical piece of teamwork powered by a consummate finish from Sreenidi Deccan. Perfect cross. There you can see. Using his left foot so well, Hassan. And then a perfect header. And here we go. Game on. It's Ali Sabia and Rilwan Hassan who scored the 2 goals. Getting a goal, then an assist. You simply cannot keep Rilwan Hassan out of the game. Look at that delivery. Look at that finish. Everything happening here at the Deccan Arena in Hyderabad. I tell you, Hyderabad is a special city.
Well, and is that the downfall of Real Kashmir? They wouldn't want to slip again, but they need to make a few changes, I believe, because the changes for Sreenidi Deccan have worked so very well. And here is Wayne Vaz, Real Kashmir. They want a goal, but the defense have switched off for Real Kashmir. And maybe we'll soon see a few changes, but not sure whom they have as options. There's no Bai Kamo today. There is Ramdina in the bench. That is one of the most likely options for Ishfaq Ahmed. Well, we'll wait to find out. There's no Carlos Lomba, and that is so important in that defensive midfield zone. They're bypassing that zone easily today, and they're dominating that area. Henry Kiseka. And Isapia, oh, that's a mistake. And the free kick has been awarded Sreenidi's way. We'll have to get a closer look to that attack, because I would say it was a fumble from Elisabia, even if there was something after that. Maybe on the replay we can get a clear view of it.
But he seems to be in pain, but here we go. We have a substitution here. We have Ifam Tariq who's going to come in. But now, Hassan, can he get that header on point? But awkward bounce in front of the keeper. Mohit Shabir, out of nowhere, is now under a little bit of pressure.
Well, and he did get the final touch, Wilman Hassan. And that is why it is a goal kick. Jeremy has been taken off. There's the confirmation. Ifam comes on. I'm not sure if that's gonna work, or maybe they're going for direct route now after this. And again, that central defensive midfield block of Carlos Lomba, that's missing. They have exploited that spot That has been a master stroke from Carlos Pinto to bring on Brandon. He's been running everywhere. And now on the right, Shahid Shaheen needed communication. It was there. And here's Ifam. His first contribution. Another giveaway to Lunga. So instrumental in that midfield. He has been bossing that defensive midfield show, and now they have the confidence back. But sometimes you need to know that you're not the only confident one on the pitch. Haider Yusuf, he didn't look off for a split second. Ifam delivers. Henry Kiseka was there. Faisal Shaheste will clear.
I wonder what Carlos Pinto told Sreenidi Deccan in the halftime. You've seen a completely new team who've taken the ground here at Deccan Arena. Sreenidi Deccan, they're oozing with confidence, they're sparkling with rhythm and rhyme, and they seem to be determined to get those 3 points and march towards the top spot. Remember, for the ones who are just joining, a win for Sreenidi Deccan, and that would take them to 2 points short of Mohammedan SC, which is right at the top of the points table. So a win for them, and they would be marginally short of the table toppers from Calcutta.
Indeed, but the question you asked just before, I have a little answer to that, what he talked. Not sure what he exactly talked about at the break, but the difference has been the strategy. It's as simple as that. They were playing with 5 at the back, or maybe a 3-4-3 at times, but right now they've gone with a proper 4-3-3 with the 2 substitutions. Arjit Bakuri at left full back position. It is a solid 4 at the back, and 3 in the midfield with Tulunga, Faisal and Brandon having the free role, and Wilon Hassan, Rosenberg and William Oliveira, the front 3. And that is why the attacking intent was there. And a little lapse of concentration from Real Kashmir has been capitalized. That's a good passing. A few appeals for handball and give it. It is a free kick. And what do Real Kashmir have in their bag to turn around this fixture? They have conceded twice before against Sreenidi, and that was just a similar story here. It was just a day ago from 4th of March. It is 4th of March today. It was 5th of March rather in 2023 when they meet one another at the Deccan Arena. It was a 2-2 draw, and Rosenberg Gabriel scored in that fixture for Sreenidi. And well, can it be a similar story? How things pan out? Well, this is an interesting thing about the dates of these matches. Last year in the I-League, the fixtures were so that on the 6th of December, Real Kashmir hosted Sreenidi in Kashmir. This time, Real Kashmir hosted Sreenidi on the 7th of December, just a day and a year after. And for the reverse fixture, it was the 5th of March 2023 at the Deccan Arena. And now, a year and a day, it is the 4th of March, Sreenidi hosts Real Kashmir again. Will we see a repetition of the scoreline too?
I think you're a walking encyclopedia. I think if anyone has a doubt regarding football, you can hit Vashar up, and he'll be there to answer all your queries. But I have a query, Professor. Who do you think will be bagging the honors of this game? But of course, Rilwan Hassan, the man who scored a goal and scored an assist, is being taken off. Is getting a much deserved break.
Well, sometimes it's less of details and more of the little things you do, more straightforward things. And to answer your question, these 2 substitutions might just answer it. They have a strong bench brought on the pitch at the moment. Lal Romawia and Sissoko are on, and that gives more solidity to Sreenidi Deccan. Another change of strategy from Carlos Vaspinto. Sissoko, that's on to the midfield, and of course Lal Romawia, here he is brings on a different direction to the flanks. Has got ample skills and tricks on him. Would have loved to see Biaktia too. He's been on the bench since a good long while. A surprise package. But Romavia has also not fallen short of quality. 2 goals, 2 assists to his name in this season. Here's Krizo. Now he is struck pretty deep. Given away to Romavia. Quick exchange to Linga, very sharp, and that might be a yellow for Krizo. He turns around straight away, and Tanmadhar doesn't want to have eye contact.
Frustration right there. Look at Bagui pleading. He's pleading to the referee, and Krizo is not happy. But what a beautiful capture. Big shout out to our cameraman as well, taking that beautiful shot of the sunset. Once again, if we see how things panned out, Krizo is just having a word with Ishfaq Ahmed, his coach. He's not happy.
He's saying it's his first real challenge as such, and that too not in a dangerous position, just near the center line. I couldn't see the second look at it, but of course, as you mentioned rightly, that view a while ago of the sunset, very beautiful indeed, and of course praises for the crew, how important a part they play in these matches. Every match is whichever stage. This is Soko. Watch out for him, watch out. He dances on the ball, and he earns a free kick this time. And Wayne Vaz had to pull him, and that's the only way to stop him. Give away.
Oh boy, he's injured himself on there. And I think once again another yellow card. This time it's Tulunga who's gotten a yellow card.
Welcome, Melissa. Will take the free kick. And there's the replay of the challenge again. Later into Henry Kiseka. And the yellow card as well. Kamalisa. Oh, that's a free header. And Albino Gomes got to it in time.
Henry Kiseka tried for the near post, and now Brendan. Offside, is it? Slaps the ball towards the left. Krizo, can he get his second here? Quick turn. And like you mentioned a while back, he's so quick with those turns, with those sharp turns. Now Hamad. From the right. There you can see. Just looking for the little pocket of space. Henry Kiseka has been in India since 2017. He's played for so many clubs, so many Indian clubs. He's played for Mohammedan, he's played for Mohun Bagan, he's played for Bhawanipur. Previous season he was with Aizawl FC, scored 6 goals. But now Hamad. You can see the desperation, you can feel the desperation. A chance! But cleared away. Would have been very, very risky on that occasion. Was very risky, that one. That clearance on that occasion, but that's good sportsmanship spirit being displayed as well from Ali Sabia and Krizo. Once again, if we see that replay, very risky. Very, very risky on that occasion. From, I think, Jagdeep Singh. who tried to clear that ball away, but in return, Mohammad Asrar. In a quick drinks break, of course. Around about 15 minutes left on the clock before we wrap proceedings to this half. What a scenic beauty this stadium has been. Once again, if you see the replay, awkward bounce, just outfoxed Albino Gomes, and I think in turn just hurt him on the head on that occasion, Asrar.
Well, and once again, that beautiful view on our screens, and one team just resembling the glow of the sunset in orange. Sreenidi Deccan sure enjoying the scoreline at the moment. They would love all 3 points here. They would build more pressure on Mohammedan Sporting. They wouldn't want to let them take it away with ease and wait till the final day battle. A 2-point difference literally means a match can change everything. And Sreenidi Deccan, they are a powerhouse. They have been consistent, not just through the course of this season, but over the years. They've maintained a core set of players, they've maintained a team, held them together and built upon them to get results. And they somewhat deserve to be where they are in right now.
Albino Gomes. Tries to clear that ball. Now, in the midfield. Tussle for possession. Marching forward, the men in blue. There you can see. Delivers in that ball. But of course, cleared away by Sreenidi Deccan. Good work on that occasion by Jagdeep Singh. This clears the ball away from the mouth of danger. But it's still not out of danger. It's Hamad who's got a huge arm. He's got a very strong arm because of the number of hours in fact he's been spending in the gym trying to work out. And now with that throw in, that's going to be a good throw in, a long throw in, and a chance for them to equalize. Here we go. Hamad. But cleared away, and fantastic clearance once again. Good clearance on that occasion from Sreenidi Deccan.
Albino Gomes will be happy to take such free kicks all day long. And there's another foul. Now another chance for Sreenidi Deccan. Look at that incident again. Asrar Raver almost climbing, and then a kick out. So here's a chance. Lalro Mavia delivers in the box. It was towards Sissoko. Visibly, and there's 12 more minutes of regulation time remaining. There's still anything possible in this match.
Absolutely, this is the beauty about football. Anything is possible. Match can swing anyway. Here we go, Hamad.
Romavia. He's got the pace. He's got the legs to run forward. Fresh legs injected. Positive from the head coach. And here is Sissoko. A bag full of tricks. Running forward, has seen Romavia free. Couldn't control. Just very lively, the substitutions.
Absolutely, it's the substitutions that are infusing a lot of energy. It's the substitutions which are injecting a lot of energy into the game plan of Sreenidi Deccan. And out of nowhere, they have scored a couple of goals. And look at the scoreline now. The scoreline at the end of the first half was in favor of Real Kashmir. But now, it is Sreenidi Deccan who are well in the driving seat of the match. It's been a few good moments. And of course, Rilwan Hassan with that goal initially, and then that assist, that fantastic header from Elisa. Yeah, I feel the second goal was a pretty good one. We'll see at the end of the highlights, but roughly about 10 minutes left, and there you can see Sissoko from the right has an open space. Tried for that shot, but marginally over. Look at Brandon. Look at Sissoko. The two substitutes trying to leave an instant impression.
Beautiful football from Sreenidi. Sissoko again saw the opportunity, no one closing him down. Shaheen just striking back and almost inviting that shot. Kamalisa as well, and that's the difference. That's why I've mentioned time and again about the Portuguese Carlos Lomba. He would have just come up, closed that attempt and taken it away, snatched it away from Sissoko and tried to ask him to do something more.
Tempting. This is what I call temptations. He was too tempted to take that shot, but now Krizo, does he give in to the temptations once again? He did give in to the temptations, but just off the blocks of Orijit Bagui, and the ball goes outside, and Real Kashmir believe. They believe that they can score through this set piece. I tell you, a goal here and it would be game on once again. It would be a treat for all the fans.
And right now, it is a corner. Ifam delivers with his left, too close to the keeper. But Elisa Bia's head has been a golden one today, and an attempt from distance. A few deflections on the way. But Real Kashmir will have possession. They will have the throw-in. They know time is running out. And in fact, they make two substitutions. One of them is Atib Ahmed Dar, and the other one is Ramdina Ralte. That is more positive from Ishfaq Ahmed. Ramdina, he has got his chance. Here's Winvas. Kamalisa launched long. Shaheen has stayed up front. The flick wouldn't find anyone, but Albino Combs.
Gomes has been tested on quite a few times, on quite a few occasions in this game, but he's emerged victorious so far. So far, he would think that he has had a good game, and Hamad, right near the edge of the penalty box, just went down. Possession shifts in favor of the men in blue. Time's ticking. Time's running out for Real Kashmir. A loss, and their dreams and aspirations of going to ISL, which is the top tier football league of India, which stands for Indian Super League, might just get crushed. But Sreenidi Deccan, on the other hand, might well become the second club from Hyderabad to play in the top tier football league of India.
Their chance is still on.
But of course, I mean, if you take a look at the way Real Kashmir have played, but of course a quick substitution. Asrar is replaced by Ramdina. Asrar, who came off the bench because of an injury to Inam early on in the match, has now been replaced. And now Real Kashmir, crowd slowly coming back into the game. And of course, this is a blockbuster Monday, like we mentioned at the start of the game. There is another interesting match that will be taking place between Shillong Lajong and the Churchill Brothers, hosted by Churchill Brothers, of course, which will start at 7 p.m. and you can watch it live, of course. And it's going to be Varshan and I who will be on the comm. So do not go anywhere. You enjoy with your warm cup of tea, warm cup of coffee, and enjoy a day that is specially reserved for the football fanatics of India.
Throw in for Sreenidi Deccan. Ramdina gets a touch in between those passes, and here's the throw in for Real Kashmir. They need to show some urgency, which comes maybe from here. Oh, is that a decision against Sreenidi? He's on a yellow. Sajid, he might be sent off, and the yellow card is already out. Well, they might have to deal with 10 men for the last few minutes. Drama prevails. We're still waiting for the decision, but the card is out, and that's that for this very game. For Sajid, he's sent off with a second yellow. And
This is exactly the kind of opening Real Kashmir would have wanted. They're a man down here, Sreenidi. They're vulnerable, and they would want to bounce and prowl.
And also, they've added more attackers, which means they now, at least for the time being, have to be on the pitch with a defender less. And we'll have to check how many substitutions they made, unless they have still options. They have Gurmukh on the bench, but there's the incident again. Was there enough? Oh, that's a wild swing, and you have to be careful when you are on a yellow card. And there's a chance, but Real Kashmir have converted before we could think anything further. And this is not over. The 2-2 returns, and drama is left in this very game.
Absolutely, you cannot take your eyes off the TV. There you can see a perfect delivery, and the goalkeeper wasn't in position. Albino Gomes misjudged, and this is lacklustrous. This is absolutely lacklustrous.
They have restarted play again. Here is Brandon, inch perfect across, but Muhit Shabir. Oh, this is entertaining to end the game with.
I tell you, every single time these two sides take the pitch, you expect it's going to be a draw. There have been 3 draws already in 4 matches, and we might as well coast towards another draw. So you know exactly how things are panning out. You know exactly, whenever these two teams play, it is either a draw or nothing else. I mean, 4 draws, I think, in the 5 games. If they get a draw here, unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes what you're witnessing here at Deccan Arena. 1 minute up, the very next minute down. 1 minute down, the very next minute up. Now from the right, Brandon, a grounded cross, but straight as an arrow to Mohit Shabir. And look at the amount of energy and momentum which the men in blue have now.
And along with that, they have a man advantage as well right now. And it is Gurmukh who is getting ready on the right-hand side of your screens. And can they make it count? Can we see some surprise here from Real Kashmir? That'll be a big blow for Sreenidi. They have to sacrifice an attacker. We'll wait to find out who it is. And it will be William Oliveira. So they might just have to settle for a point here.
You know, that red card wasn't just an ordinary red card. That red card flashed to Sajid was a statement. It was a statement that Sreenidi Deccan are now down in confidence. Down in confidence and momentum. And seconds after that red card, they have gotten themselves in a pool of uncertainty. Why do I say a pool of uncertainty? Because it's 2-2. Uncertain times lying ahead. A win they could have gotten close to Mohammedan. But right after that red card, right after they were a man down, they have conceded a goal. That's exactly what my narrative was. Real Kashmir would believe that they would prowl on this attack, and that is what exactly the Snow Leopards have done here. Just a minute left in regulation time and just a few more minutes. Are we going to see another goal, Mr. Professor?
I'm no professor, but we can sure expect a goal the way things are going on from either sides. Even though Sreenidi are playing with 10 men at the moment, they sure have the squad strength, all those positive attributes to go forward and find the goal. But here's Shaheen. They have found back confidence, and they have not lost a single game away from home this season when they have scored a goal. Real Kashmir. Look at that for confidence again from Muhammad Hamad. Ramdina. Back to Muhammad Hamad, the captain. A long ball forward. Henry Kiseka against Kurmuk. And a bit of a flick. And Krizo, he just sticks to the ball somehow and will win another free kick.
We'll shortly see the number of times that have been added. But unbelievable. This game is nothing short of a pendulum, swinging from one end to another. And here we are, witnessing another piece of magic. Now, not very far from the goal. And I tell you, Albino Gomes will be under pressure, will be under the pump. Two-man wall.
Looking nervous, to say the least. Kamalisa delivers, and there's a chance for Krizo, who got a touch, and they're appealing for a penalty. It has been given. Oh well. Or is it not? Well, it seems like it has been. They are celebrating already, but they still have a penalty to convert.
Oh wow. I have no words, no adjectives, no narratives to discuss. Here we go. There you can see. Not sure why that was a penalty. 7 minutes of added time, but Elisabi, I think, has been given a yellow, or we'll just get to know who is it.
Well, another replay to it. Arijit Bakui maybe, or is it Elisabia? Or both of them? Is it? Some for the complaints as well. And this is Real Kashmir's moment. 7 additional minutes. And Sreenidi Deccan are losing the plot. It is Krizo from the spot. He has done it time and again. He has got 9 goals this season already. And the number 9 is set to make Real Kashmir dream. Krizo steps up, and they have learnt to hunt away from home. They have adapted and they have evolved. It is the Snow Leopards who have taken the lead once again.
Saving their faces from the blushes. It's the Snow Leopards, the men in blue, whatever adjective you give them, whatever nickname you give them. Today, they are the ones who are writing a story of their own. They are driving the narrative of this game. And a simple one for Krizo. He didn't have to do anything too different and gets his second goal of the day, and probably could be the most decisive and the most important goal in this tournament so far. Real Kashmir, out of nowhere, are once again back with the lead. The number of narratives that have shifted in this game, that is exactly what football fans wanted on a day after a long weekend.
A quick question before this attack continues. 4 minutes remaining. Do we have another draw on the cards?
I think this is going to be a game that will be bossed by Real Kashmir, especially because after that red card, the kind of energy they showed and the kind of momentum they've showed, they've not squandered the opportunity. They've in fact grabbed the opportunity with both hands.
A treat for the viewers?
Absolutely. Cream on the cake, as they say, cherry on the cake, as they say, and that was the cherry on the cake for Real Kashmir, that red card. But now, for Sreenidi Deccan, tried for that far post, but I think it's just going to go outside, and a quick sideline. side throw, and of course the men in blue would take all their time in the world now, would take all their time in the world to deliver that throw in.
Well, they will take their time. But Krizo is on a hat-trick. And that red card has really changed things. And here's Real Kashmir coming again. Feeble attempt. Straight to a wheel of home, so they will still try. They have got nothing to lose. They have to go for the win. A good exchange, quick spot. Wayne Vaz back on the ball. And here he is from the left, ever so present. Ifam. He's got the goal from the previous free kick, the equalizer. Ifam. There was the confirmation a while ago. And now Haider Yusuf. It is all Real Kashmir suddenly taken over. Just 10 minutes ago from now, it was 2-1 in favor of Sreenidi Deccan. The flag is up.
Just about 2 minutes left on extra time, and you can see that only one of the floodlights in the stadium have come out, and there's contrasting shadows. On the left side you can see that there's not much light. Just a bit odd.
Well, getting them on gradually. Just the sunset and now the evening, and not really one which they expected Sreenidi. They were smiling till a while ago, and now it's Ishfaq Ahmed and his men in blue, as you term them, who are on the lead. Here's Ramdina. He has seen Henry Kiseka. Good shielding from Ali Sabia. I'm not sure what's that about.
Less than a minute left now on the clock. Now Albino Gomes. Now from the left.
And that'll be a goal kick. They will of course take their time. Few more seconds. A little more will be added on after the 7-2, because there was a few seconds wasted in those challenges and cards and discussions. And right now, here is Faisal Shayeste. He swings it to the right-hand side. Jagdeep looking for options. Brandon, the best of them. That's good work. Look at that from Henry Kiseka. He has Krizo in support, who's waiting to cut back.
Anytime now, anytime, it's gonna be the inevitable for the men in orange. They've had their moments in the game, but they just couldn't hold on to their moments. And now, in just about a few more seconds, we will see the final curtains draw. But looking for that last bit of action, last bit of treat they want. But it's been a long game. It's been a pretty long game, this one. And it's been a tale of contrasting fortune so far. There you can see constant pressing from Henry Kiseka. Snaps the ball in. I think the final whistle will just blow any time.
Real Kashmir would love one more, but they do not have to show that urgency. Well, that is one find for pass towards Atib. He has Krizo in support. He doesn't like to run down the clock. He loves to run inside. And the shot on target. That'll be. But there's still a few seconds remaining. Maybe one last chance for Sreenidi. But that should be it. Rahul Kumar Gupta having a look, having a thought. And Real Kashmir have got them back into the contest of that top spot. They are not close enough, but still in contention. And this win will help their cause. They remain unbeaten against Sreenidi.
5 points is all they have in deficit, but of course, if we quickly take a look at the stats, 16 shots from Real Kashmir, 9 shots from the men in, of course, orange and green, and of course, a red card that was flashed to a Sajid from Sreenidi Deccan. He'll, of course, be missing the next game. And of course, if we take a look at the total number of shots which were taken by Sreenidi Deccan, the Deccan Warriors, Tulunga 3, Elisabia 1, Hassan, that got him the goal, of course, Sissoko, who came in after a while, Romawia, and Wanlal Ramdika Israel with that shot. Elisabia and Hassan were the ones who found their names on the goal scoring sheet. Of course, if we take a look at the shots from the Snow Leopards, Krizo, the man in action with 7. Henry, Hatib and Adnan, of course, with a couple of shots, and of course Haider and Ifham with 1 shot each. We'll quickly take a look at the fouls.
Well, indeed, so many shots, but most of them on target was the reason they found so many goals. 14 fouls from Sreenidi Deccan, quite a bit. 3 from Tulunga, 2 each from Brandon, Sajid and William. Brandon was a showstopper lately, but couldn't help his team get a win. Elisabia and Rilvan Hassan with 1 foul each. And 18 from Real Kashmir. They're known as a physical side. They've turned around this fixture. They haven't let anything stay level. So 5 apiece for Adnan and Krizo. 3 from Wayne Vast, 2 from Henry Kiseka, Kamalisa and Jeremy with 1 attempt to stop attacks.
And of course, like we were mentioning about the points table, Real Kashmir now at par with Sreenidi, 33 points, and Mohammedan would heave a sigh of relief with this result. And the table has once again opened up. Of course, Real Kashmir and Sreenidi still having a couple of chances, but of course, each team are playing those matches to win and to, of course, boss the match. Of course, the match was a good one. Watch out for the entire footballing fraternity of India who love watching their football on a Monday as well. For a lot of people, watching football on a Monday means that they forget all the tensions which they have in life.
I think you were talking about me, but underway with the story of the game. That's how things started. It was very intense, very compact. And the most interesting thing is that majority of the goals came in the second half. In the regulation time of 45 minutes, it was 0-0, and just in additional time after 45, it's Krizo who found the back of the net. These were the attempts from Real Kashmir, and this is the moment which created the difference, and a little bit of a scramble there, confusion at the back, and luck falling towards Real Kashmir.
Scampering for space over there, and the moment he got a little bit of space, he isn't someone who will not miss over there. Krizo, beautiful shot, the left foot, of course, and then of course we broke for the first half. Not very substantial attempts right after that, and post that, of course, the story of the game has been like a pendulum. They came out with a mission, Sreenidi Deccan. They did that with a couple of goals, and look at how things are panned out right now. Right now, they are staring at a potential loss of the title. Shot from a distance that, of course, didn't quite find the back of the net. But then Brandon, the amount of energy he brought onto the field, of course, and now that was the first attempt that almost, took him by a surprise, Mohit.
Well, and cards. This was the first for Sajid, and the danger moment started from then.
You can see there was a proper attempt, and could have been that second for Real Kashmir. But shortly after that, Look at that way the goal was scored by Hassan. Had that open space, and Brandon had the presence of mind to deliver that cross as well. Once again, a beautiful, a consummate finish powered by a glittering piece of team play, of course. Sudoku, Soku, of course, has been very, very happy with that.
And then after that, it was the lead. Will Banasant's cross, pinpoint towards Elisabia. Expertise meets expertise. It was 2-1. The belief was there, the momentum was there, the confidence was back. But there was a twist after this. The twist came because of the cards coming again. The color was yellow initially, but it was the second. Not this one. This one was for Krizo, who was very surprised to get a yellow on that occasion. And some fancy footwork from Henry Kiseka.
This is where the entire match shifted. This is where things changed. Post that red card from Sajid. We'll shortly see that. But here once again near the goal line. Albino Woods, tough luck for that net, of course.
And that was Sissoko's attempt from distance, almost getting closer to another one. And Mohit Shabiri, he doesn't have a clean sheet today, but this was the moment.
This was the moment which essentially dictated how things would pan out. Backed out, and immediately after that was a fantastic goal that resulted in Real Kashmir drawing level grounds, and then of course taking a lead post Krizo's shot as well. 2 goals coming in quick fashion, but out of place.
And that was the farm directly saw Albino out of his lines, and he drew his lines perfectly. A swipe to the back of the net, and then Krizo from the spot. He has hunt down prey, and another win away from home. They have recovered from those problems and struggles which they faced on their away roads, and they have found 3 more points. And this man is at the heart of those moments. Krizo with the winner.
Absolutely, that was a risky penalty, of course. Not taking any particular side, but of course with that little angle from the center. And boy, oh boy, this game proved to be a humdinger. This game capped it off like it should have. And with that, we draw curtains to match number 130. Do not go anywhere else because we'll be live shortly. But this is your commentator Shahid Gupta signing off with my co-commentator Vashon.